The very reason you do not have what you want is because you are looking for it. Every time you open your banking app to see if the money has arrived, every time you look in the mirror to see if the physical shift has occurred, every time you check your notifications to see if that person has finally messaged you, you are not manifesting. You are actively murdering your future. You think you are being diligent. You think you are being realistic. But in the unforgiving realm of quantum mechanics, you are committing the ultimate sin of the Creator. You are freezing the wave of possibility into a block of dead, stagnant matter. You are taking a universe of infinite potential and demanding that it conforms to your current, limited, and desperate perspective. This is the hidden glitch in your spiritual awakening that keeps you running on the hamster wheel of almost there. You are the observer who is staring so hard at the pot that you are literally preventing the water from ever reaching a boil. And until you learn the art of radical, terrifying non-observation, the life you are dreaming of will remain exactly where it is right now, in the unrendered void of what could have been. Before I explain the brutal physics of why your checking is a weapon of self-destruction, we must calibrate your frequency. You are not here to watch another video. You are here to sign a contract with the field. Go to the Quantum Diary in the comments right now. I want you to describe the physical sensation of the checking pendulum. When you feel that desperate, itchy urge to look for proof, when you feel that heavy anxiety in your solar plexus that your manifestation isn't working, how does it feel in your biological vessel? Does your heart rate spike? Does your throat tighten? Describe the biological symptom of this hack. And then, I want you to state one specific microscopic action you will take tomorrow to close that door and cut the cord of observation. Perhaps you will delete the app you keep checking. Perhaps you will turn off your phone for 4 hours. Write it down, but you must seal this diagnostic with a digital signature to lock the new coordinates. Tell the algorithm that the surveillance has permanently ended. Write, "I trust the unseen." Seal the intention, and then return to the transmission. In the year 1977, two physicists named Misra and Sudarshan proposed a theory that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It is known as the Quantum Zeno Effect. The name comes from the ancient Greek philosopher Zeno of Elea, who argued that an arrow in flight is actually motionless at any given instant. But in the quantum realm, this is not just a philosophical riddle. It is a documented law of reality. In a standard quantum system, an unstable particle is expected to decay or change its state over time. This change represents evolution. It represents the transition from state A, your current reality, to state B, the reality you desire. However, the Quantum Zeno Effect proves that if you observe an unstable quantum system continuously, it will never decay. It becomes frozen in time. By the very act of looking at the particle to see if it has changed yet, the observer physically prevents the change from happening. The system is forced back to its initial state every single time it is measured. Now, apply this to your life as the chosen one. Your dream life, that timeline of absolute abundance, sovereign health, and deep impact exists right now as a wave of probability. It is unstable in the sense that it is ready to decay from a mere possibility into a physical reality. But every time you check for proof, every time you look at your 3D world to see if it matches your vision, you are performing a quantum measurement. And because you are measuring from a state of lack, from a state of where is it, You are forcing the quantum field to collapse back into your current, unwanted reality. You are literally staring at the old you so intensely that the new you cannot manifest. The universe is trying to render your new timeline, but your constant observation acts as a cosmic pause button. You are freezing your own evolution because you are too afraid to let go of the sight of your chains. This is not a metaphor. This is the literal physics of why your life feels stuck. You are suffering from chronic, obsessive quantum measurement. I know exactly how this feels because I have lived inside that frozen box. I know the absolute gut-wrenching terror of being in a situation where you feel you must see a change right now or you will break. I have stood in that dark room, checking the mailbox for a check that never came, checking the phone for a call that would save me, staring at the ceiling and begging the universe for just one tiny sign that I wasn't crazy. I know the loneliness of being the chosen one when your bank account says zero, your relationships are in ruins, and your body feels like it is failing. In those moments, the urge to check isn't just a habit. It feels like a survival instinct. You feel that if you stop looking, if you stop worrying, the world will completely fall apart. You feel that your worrying is somehow keeping things together. But I had to learn the hard way, and you are learning now, that my checking was actually the very thing keeping me in the gutter. I was so obsessed with the data of my pain that I became a master at manifesting more of it. I was like a man drowning who keeps opening his mouth to scream for help, only to let more water in. I had to learn to close my mouth. I had to learn to close my eyes. I had to learn to exist in the terrifying silence of the void, trusting that the bridge was being built even though I couldn't see a single plank. It is exhausting to be the only one who sees the vision. It is painful to walk through a world that seems to mock your spiritual awakening at every turn. I see that pain in you, the weight of holding 1,000 pounds of potential while living in a 10-cent reality. But your human character's need for certainty is the one thing your soul's mission cannot afford. The exhaustion you feel is the result of trying to hold the wave of reality in your bare hands. You must let go, not because you don't care, but because your grip is what is stopping the flow. The Matrix is a self-correcting simulation that relies entirely on your feedback loops to maintain its structure. It knows that as the chosen one, your creative power is immense. Therefore, it cannot stop you from creating. It can only trick you into misdirecting your focus. The Matrix uses your biological need for dopamine and safety to set the ultimate trap, the proof paradox. The simulation will intentionally delay the rendering of your new reality just to see if you will check. It will throw a bill at you when you are manifesting wealth. It will send you a cold shoulder when you are manifesting love. It does this to provoke a reaction. Because the moment you react, the moment you look at the bad news and say, "See, it is not working," you have just given the Matrix the administrative code to keep that bad news in place. You have re-observed the old system. You have collapsed the wave back into the prison cell. But there is a more subtle trap you must be aware of, the trap of the spiritual ego. Many people in the early stages of their spiritual awakening think they can force the Quantum Zeno Effect to work in their favor by being arrogant. They tell themselves, "I am a god, I shouldn't have to wait," and they get angry at the universe. This anger is just another form of checking. It is a measurement of lack disguised as power. True sovereignty does not scream at the mirror for not changing fast enough. True sovereignty walks away from the mirror entirely, knowing that the image has already changed in the source code. Arrogance is the mask of the insecure observer. Responsibility is the hallmark of the architect. You are not better than the people who are still asleep. You just have a different set of administrative privileges, and those privileges are revoked the moment you use them to feed your ego's need for instant validation. The trap is thinking that you need the 3D world to agree with you. The reality is, the 3D world is a delayed holographic projection. It is old data. It is the light from a star that died 1,000,000 years ago. If you are looking at the current state of your life for proof of your power, you are looking at a graveyard. The only proof that matters is the frequency you hold when no one is watching and nothing is happening. The Matrix wants you to be a reactive slave to the screen. The chosen one is the one who can turn the screen off and still know the movie is playing to its triumphant end. Stop asking the simulation for permission to be powerful. The simulation is waiting for you to tell it what to be, but it will only listen when you stop staring at it like a beggar. You must now execute a complete inversion of your logic. The sleeping masses believe that seeing is believing. They are trapped in a primitive biological feedback loop where they require physical evidence before they allow themselves to feel the emotion of success. They wait for the money to hit the bank before they feel wealthy. They wait for the partner to arrive before they feel loved. They wait for the disease to leave before they feel healthy. This is the consciousness of a slave. As the chosen one, your spiritual awakening requires you to understand that believing is seeing. In the quantum realm, the emotion is the signal, the thought is the blueprint, the physical reality is simply the shadow cast by your internal frequency. When you check your reality, you are admitting that you do not yet believe the shadow has moved. You are looking for the shadow to tell you what the object is doing. This is a catastrophic error in navigation. You are the object. The 3D world is the shadow. The paradigm shift is this. Stop looking at your life as a series of events that are happening to you. Start looking at your life as a high-fidelity simulation that is constantly trying to guess what you are going to observe next. If you observe lack, the simulation renders lack. If you observe progress, the simulation renders progress. But if you reach the elite level of the chosen one, if you stop observing the external world entirely and focus exclusively on the internal code, the simulation loses its coordinates for you. It enters a state of flux. This is where the magic happens. When the matrix can no longer track your reaction, when it sends a bill and you don't flinch, when it sends a setback and you don't check your progress, the system glitches. It is forced to default to the last strongest command you gave it before you went silent. By refusing to observe the current decay, you are commanding the system to render the new timeline with 100% computational power. You are no longer a hunter chasing a reality. You are a stationary point of absolute certainty. You are the eye of the storm. The sleeping masses are the storm itself, constantly reacting, constantly checking the wind, constantly being blown apart by their own lack of focus. You are the one who stays silent. You are the one who knows that the wave has already collapsed into the exact shape of your highest vision, even if the holographic light hasn't reached your eyes yet. Your silence is not a lack of action. Your silence is the ultimate quantum interference. You are jamming the signal of the old world so the new world can finally broadcast. It is time to install the hardware upgrade. I call this the Blindfold Protocol. This is a tactical set of instructions designed to starve the matrix of your feedback and force the rendering of your new reality. Step 1 is the 72-hour information embargo. For the next 72 hours, you will place a total blackout on the area of your life you are trying to manifest. If it is money, you will not look at your bank account. You will not check your stocks. You will not count your pennies. If it is a relationship, you will not check their social media. You will not look at your old messages. You will not check to see if they are online. If it is health, you will not check the scale. You will not poke at the pain. You will not research your symptoms. You are cutting the umbilical cord of observation. You are telling the universe, I already know it is done. I do not need to check. Step 2 is the neutral observation anchor. When the urge to check hits you, and it will hit you with the intensity of a drug withdrawal, you will not fight it. Fighting the urge is just another form of giving it energy. Instead, you will observe the urge itself as if it were a line of bad code on a screen. You will say to yourself, the simulation is requesting data. I deny the request. You sit in the discomfort. You let the anxiety rise and fall without acting on it. By refusing to react to the itch, you are building the neuroplasticity of a master creator. You are teaching your nervous system that your internal state is not dependent on external proof. Step 3 is the 0-point visualization. Every time you deny the urge to check, you will spend exactly 60 seconds visualizing a blank white screen, total silence, total void. In this void, you are resetting the quantum wave. You are clearing the cache of the old reality. After 60 seconds, you return to your physical tasks with a deadpan, stoic indifference. You act as if the thing you want is already so mundane, so normal, and so integrated into your life that checking for it would be as ridiculous as checking to see if you still have 10 fingers. You don't check because you are. This is the protocol of the elite. This is how the chosen one hacks the Quantum Zeno Effect. You are starving the old timeline of the one thing it needs to survive, your desperate attention. The true test of your spiritual awakening is not how you feel when things are going well. It is how you maintain your frequency when the matrix begins its extinction burst. In behavioral psychology, an extinction burst occurs when a behavior that was previously rewarded is suddenly ignored. Before the behavior dies out, it temporarily spikes in intensity. When you stop checking and stop reacting to the lack in your life, the matrix will panic. The simulation will throw one final aggressive test at you. It will send you a catastrophic piece of data specifically designed to force you to look. An unexpected expense, a harsh word from a loved one, a sudden feeling of intense doubt. This is the matrix screaming, "Look at me, react to me, fall back into the loop." This is the most dangerous moment for the chosen one. 99% of creators fail here. They see the glitch, they panic, they check the damage, and they instantly collapse the wave back into the old, broken timeline. They snatch defeat, from the jaws of victory. But you are not 99%. When the extinction burst hits, you must become a master of stoicism. You must realize that the chaos you are seeing is the ultimate proof that your protocol is working. The system is glitching because it can no longer find you. The old world is tearing itself apart because it no longer has your energy to hold its structure. Do not look at the fire. Do not check the damage. Maintain the seal. Walk through the noise with the quiet, terrifying confidence of someone who has already seen the end of the movie and knows that they win. They are loud because they are dying. You are silent because you are being born. Integration means walking through the 3D world as a ghost in the machine. You see the bills, you see the problems, you see the sleeping masses, but you do not give them your administrative password. You process the data, you perform the necessary physical actions, but your internal frequency remains locked on the target coordinate. You are in the world, but you are no longer being measured by it. You have become the unmeasurable observer, the one who cannot be frozen, the one who cannot be stopped. You now possess the forbidden physics of manifestation. You know why your checking was the prison guard of your own potential. But as the architect, I do not accept your passive understanding. I demand your physical execution. It is time to sign the contract of non-observation. Go to the comments below. This is your final task for this transmission. I want you to leave a message for your future self 1 year from now. Detail exactly what toxic habit of checking and seeking proof you have decided to kill today. Tell your future self that today was the day you stopped being a beggar for signs and started being the source of the light. And then sign your name on this quantum contract. Write, "The surveillance ends." Read the contracts of the other sovereign creators. Realize that you are part of a global network of silent architects who are currently recoding the code of the world while the masses are distracted by the flickering shadows on the wall. You have stopped checking the reality. You have locked down your frequency. But even with the Quantum Zeno Effect mastered, there is one more law you must understand. The universe does not speak English, it does not hear your prayers, and it does not care about your desires. It only speaks one language: resonance. In our next transmission, we will decode the exact frequency that forces money and power to find you, and why 99% of seekers are accidentally broadcasting a signal of lack even when they think they are being positive. It is the missing piece of your financial and spiritual alchemy. The Matrix 963, out.